Well, hello, beautiful Cancers. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you're new here, I welcome you. I do want to thank you, Cancers, for your views. Every week I post your videos. I really hope that you guys would take the time to like and subscribe to the channel. It's my way of picking up your energy, and it's a little hard when you don't to pick up the energies. So please do take the time out. I put a lot of energy into these videos, and it is going to help me to build the channel and circulate the messages, but it truly helps me pick up on your energy. So take the few seconds to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, please. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much. Cancer, let's find out what, and I keep forgetting to say it. They tell you to keep saying that, but I keep forgetting. So, you know, I'm not that persistent about like, share, subscribe. I kind of feel silly saying it when, like, I have 5.6 million views, but the subscription rate is way down. So I know people are watching my videos, but I keep forgetting to remind them to subscribe and like. It really helps me pick up on the energy. Thanks so much, guys. We're going to do some messages for Cancer concerning love messages. What about Cancer? What are the messages that Cancer needs to see, know, or hear concerning love? The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. A message for you. This person who is around you is saying to you, I am thinking of you this very moment, and your love fills me with light. I love you. So there is someone around you that is in deep love with you. Tell me about Cancer. What are the messages? Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories that you have shared with those that you love. It's very true. You know, Cancer messages. But people get hung up on the past. You know, they get hung up on like financial things, or what family says, or what this one says, or that one thinks, and hung up on pride and ego, when you can't take any of those things with you when you go. You take your soul. It's very true. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. It's like being a friend before you're a lover. You know what I mean? It's like you've got to have this deep friendship, a deep caring. And a lot of people get confused with like sexual relationships. Sex is sex, but a true friendship, a true soul connection lasts forever. And those are the memories we take with us when we go. Very true. Yeah. You may not always understand why certain things happen, but always know there's a higher purpose to the events that have happened in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So there's some sort of blessing coming in for Cancers. Whoa, that one wants to appear. It just flipped right out. We'll take it. Unity. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Now this is within any connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be with a child. It could be with family members. It can be with friends, whatever that means to you. Cancer. You're like Phoenix rising from the ashes. Be prepared to be renewed with a period after this crisis has passed. You just rise up, you'll soar. And now positive energy is surrounding you. Love, joy, and good fortune is waiting for you. Those are really good omens for you guys. Be prepared for renewal. Goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So, a birth, a universal energy brings your opportunity and possibilities. So you're on, if this isn't an actual birth of a child, it is the birth of universal energy that's bringing you new opportunities and possibilities. That's very positive. And for some of you, it could be this child that you have fond memories with. You know what I'm saying? And that something is about to be renewed. What's going on for Cancer? Taking shelter. You could be hermiting. The answers lay within. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. It's like you could have been like fogged in, not being able to see something clearly, or finding you can't make any headway, but Spirit's just saying good to go slow and take your time. Discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. You know what I mean? Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it don't exist. Wise leader, you're a beacon for others. Finding sanctuary, open to your spiritual source. Overcoming these obstacles. You can overcome anything. Whoa. Breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. I know something's coming in. Healing energy flows through you. There's some type of mystic healing quality that's going on, healing a situation, or you are possibly like, you're healing internally. Anything is possible. You can overcome whatever obstacle that you've been facing here. Yeah. Beginning a new cycle, first light, birth, new life, new cycle. Begin now. Take your first step. It is a new cycle. Cancer, what's going on? It's like telling you to get on your path. Relaxation is here. You'll be thriving. It's like you've got security here, not to worry. Everything is about to be illuminated. Something is coming into light here. And in solitude, this is where we find it. Delighting. Blessings. Getting purification, using this time for purification, and a beautiful transformation is taking place. Adventures are awaiting. And taking risks brings in miracles. A double blessing. Pure intent, taking leadership and using your wisdom. Know that you are protected. It's like a shelter from the storm. Says you're going forward. Here's action. And let a community, people help you to do this, if so be it, to give you courage. You're going right from this storm-tossed ocean, this stormy sea, the waves pounded on the rocks, to great happiness. That's where it's leading you. A voyage. Enjoy it. Because it's like you're flexible. And you are healing from chaos. It's been a chaos. It's been a storm. It's like, when the heck is this ever going to happen? Well, in solitude, you're finding it. You're finding your peace. You're finding your way. You're finding your transformation. And something is about to be birthed. And it could be an actual child, or just an actual new beginning. Enlightenment is here, getting a clear picture. Yeah, that wants to show. You've been enlightened. You've learning to find like inner peace, you know. Abundance is coming in. Wonders are about to happen. So stay diligent. Just keep going forward, focusing on the future. Whoa. And trust. There could have been something really emotional that has brought you into like feeling like you can't move forward. The flow is slow, but it's getting ready for this new beginning. The gateway has been opened. It's like, woo, I'm off, I'm ready on my horse, and here I go. Just because it seems like there's nothing happening doesn't mean that there is, you know, because you're getting fired up here for this new opportunities, and love is all around you. I can't make it up, guys. That's what it's saying in all the oracles. And now we'll pull some tarot. Cancer messages, please, Spirit. What about Cancer? What does Cancer need to see, know, or hear? Cancer. Working on this plan. It's like putting in the work. Now, you could be like this father energy, and like, or dealing with someone in this energy. It's taking leadership. It's working hard on a plan and being dedicated and committed to it. It's going to make you celebrate. It's a solid foundation. It's like you find your way home. You're celebrating. It's a victory of some type. Taking leadership. It could have to do with children. It could have to do with taking leadership. It could have to do with fond memories of the past. But it's like having to, you're looking forward to this abundance, this victory. It's coming in. It's like you're waiting. It's like you're sitting here waiting for this opportunity. You're going to be victorious. It's like a change is coming. A new cycle has begun. There was a stagnancy or some kind of blockage in the past, like prevented you from going forward. But it's like somebody ignored something, refused to see something. The tower is it. And now there's been this overflow of mistrust or emotions, and you're moving forward. You're moving into calmer waters after some type of painful ending. Know that somebody who has walked away, or you walked away from, is watching you. Yeah. They're going to have to watch your victory. It's like you're defending yourself now. You're standing your ground. That thing has come to an end. It could have had a sad ending, but the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. There could have been third-party interference. It doesn't always have to mean that it was a romantic third party. It could have been anybody who interfered in the union, such as other people. It could just simply be that other people may have been involved in this connection that shouldn't have been involved in it. It could have been anything. It could have been, you know, whatever. But it ended on a sad note. It could have been that someone was overindulgent, or someone was being self-centered, or only thought about them. They didn't, especially if there's children involved here. In the past, it's like somebody was being greedy. It's like, yeah, they refused to see something. And it could have been about a family situation. And things, it wasn't fair, it wasn't balanced. It's like someone wanted to just take and not give. Like, it was not, there's that friendship card. And it's like, it was, somebody tried to be friendly, but there was just too much chaos. There was just, it's like healing from this chaotic storm, man. Yeah. And it's like someone had to sit, it could have been, you could have invested a lot of time and energy into this situation only to feel left out in the cold. It's like, and yeah, somebody, I don't know. Here's this child, this birth. You were a close connection. It could have been a child you were connected to or felt a soul tie with. But everybody just like started getting involved, started worrying about, what about the money? What about the money? The focus was on the money instead of this child connection. And then there was a bunch of lies and manipulation and deceit around this. And you are divinely protected, but this is like frickin' baggage, man. A heavy burden, a heavy load. It's like, I can't keep carrying this. This is like, it's too much. I'm just hearing it's too much. It's too many lies, too much. It's like this person just, it was just too much. And somebody had to listen to their instincts. There is true love here. I'm going to say that right now. But it's like somebody's focus was just on the money. Somebody's focus was money. And if this was like a parent-child relationship going on here that you had with somebody, it's like somebody is withholding the child for money. It was almost like blackmail. No money, no child. For others of you, it's that there was a third-party interference, and it could have been another romantic partner, but this is love. This is abundance here coming in. As above, so below. Rights are going to be, wrongs are going to be made righted. And that's just the way it is. For this, it was a manipulation tactic. It doesn't matter if it was with, I am feeling a child. Okay? For others of you, it's healing from all this manipulation and chaos. It's just been a nightmare. It's like could have drove you into dark night of the soul, like drove you so deep, the hurt goes deep. But there's healing here if you choose it. And it's being courageous and strong, because what comes around goes around. I'm feeling it strongly. And it's like then somebody was like trapped in some sort of illusion, trapped in fear. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do I hang on? Do I let go? Do I open up my heart? Do I close it off? They left you confused. Well, they're getting their freaking karma is what they're getting. It was a karmic cycle. And what comes around goes around. They are getting their karma. Oh, yeah. And there is that connection. Okay? Leaving someone unstable and they're sitting celebrating at the loss of something. This could be a father who is gone without their child and not being allowed to see the child. Yeah. Was a love connection. But someone had to choose to move forward. Even if they were alone, it's like there could have been this isolation, this depression, this soul searching, you know, like what do I, moving forward. It's like it could have been fiery darts sent out across the airwaves, like sending ill intentions towards you, the whole bit. It's like, whatever. Yeah. And everything, it's like whatever you tried to offer, they would get pissed off at. They were never satisfied. They would become very analytical, logical, cold, detached, bitter, angry, out for blood. The sword is drawn. They're like, you're coming in with a peace offering and they're on the attack, like trying to cut you off at the pass. It's like, I need a break here. This is stressing the hell out of me. And it's like, it could have been a baby mama who you really had a lot of attraction for, but it was not fair. It was foolish. It was risky. And here is the truth. It's the truth. See? The truth was it was all about money. What can I get out of the deal? What can I get? How can I gain financially by this child? And that's all it is. And they chose this path. That's the way it is. That's the path that they chose, and that's why they have to get their karma. You can't use a child as a bargaining chip in a soulmate connection. A child can be a soulmate. A child can be your soulmate. And it's looking in this reading, there was a baby mama energy trying to keep a father from seeing their child in this love connection. So they're going to get their karma. They're going to reap what they sow, because this child is coming back around, whether they like it or not. And it shows this person, Cancer, get this, as this old grandfather sitting and holding this baby. They're coming back. Maybe when they're an adult, but it's the happy family situation in the end. So just saying, you know, they're going to hold this child. That's the way it is. So others of you, it's not going to be that you're dealing with a child issue. For others of you, it's like whatever heartbreak that you've gone through, whatever painful cycle that you have gone through, you are moving on. And it's looking as though you're celebrating. You could be married in a long-term, stable relationship where you get the time and attention that you deserve, the recognition and reward you deserve. But it's like, make a plan, take the first step. because it's almost as if an opportunity is coming toward you in a big way. Trust. There's calm waters here. Some news is coming in. It's going to blow you away. It's like you will have inner peace, enlightenment, abundance. It's going to make you very happy, and you're just like, I'm willing to be flexible here. You might have to travel or journey to get it, but it is happiness. And there is a community here. I'm thinking it was a community that could have been interfering. Now, whatever that is, like this third party, third wheel being involved here. Everybody wanting to be a third wheel in somebody else's connections, and it never works out. And whatever that is, it could have been a job, it could have been a community of people, or friends or family, whatever. Getting involved in everybody else's situation. But you cannot hide the fact that healing is being done. It is a new beginning. You will overcome these obstacles. You're a wise leader. Discovering this truth. Things might look a little foggy right now, but they're clearing up. A breakthrough is at hand. Finding sanctuary. Support is around you. The answers lay within. So take the first step. That's what spirits expect the wondrous to emerge. There's the miracle card. Enjoy your life. That's what it's saying. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship. And it really doesn't matter what kind of relationship that is. You take nothing with you when you leave this world but the memories you've shared with those you love. And accept. Someone's saying, I love you. Follow your path with faith. Just have hope and faith, because all is going to work out here. Take care, Cancer.